In this video, we'll discuss about batch processing using Jdbc API. Batch is nothing but submitting set of or group of DML statements to the database as a unit. For example, if you have 10 records, what you will do? We need to call 10 times execute update, right? If you have batch processing, then we can submit all 10 records at a time. In some of the records may fail, some of the records may succeed. In that case, succeeded records will be committed. Failed records will be ignored. But in your application you will get a application gets SQL exception. I am using MySQL server. You need to pass continue batch on error. By default, it is as a parameter in your URL. Pass this as a parameter in URL, that is a Jdbc URL. If any of the records fails, it throws a exception, batch update exception, right? Most importantly, you need to check whether your Jdbc driver supports batch updates or not. So for that we have a record. If batch updates doesn't support, what it will do? It takes every record from the batch and executes one by one. That's it. And batch update disconnect, right? All these methods throws a SQL exception. You also throw here exception. Now our job is to write a batch update method only. Batch update method. Whether your Jdbc driver supports batch processing or not, we need to find out that. So connection object has get metadata. In that we have method called supports batch updates. First we will display this. Supports batch updates. We need to set this as a main. Right, let's compile it and execute it. It's compiling. Okay, see, I am displaying all records here. For batch update we have one println. It says supports batch updates equal to true. Then in some cases if it doesn't support batch updates, what will you do? In this case it takes all records from the batch, it executes one by one. Okay, your application, if your driver, if your JDBC driver doesn't support batch updates, then it takes every record from the batch and executes it. Okay, if your JDBC doesn't support batch update, then takes every record from the batch and executes one by one. Now let's write a program for a batch update. Connection object has, we are going to submit batch using prepared statement. Prepared statement, it accepts SQL, it returns prepared statement, stmt, prepared statement. Go to check it. Go to documentation, you can check it if you want. Right, we need to write a SQL statements. Update events set description equal to, see, before that we will check the database. Here we have 9 records from events, 9 records. Okay, event will update 28, 29, or some records will update it. Event 1 postponed, where ID equal to right. We need to pass only ID in this case. stmt set int, we have only one parameter to pass. That parameter ID is use 28 ID value, and we need to add it as a batch, add batch. So this is going to be first record. Similarly here, small mistake, we shouldn't pass this description here, and also the column name is description. Right, so in that case stmt first column will be string event 1 postponed. Okay, here it is a batch. Now second record, and what you have here, event 2 we are going to update the description only. Event 2 cancelled and ID is 29. We need to set this as a parameter index is 2 here also 2. We have 2 records in the batch. We are going to update it. Statement object has batch update or execute batch. It has another method called execute large update also. Execute large batch. Right, if you have records more than more than 100 or so, in that case we can use large update batch. Right, that's it. It will update the records. Now after update we need to display the records again. After batch update, that's it. Just compile it and run it. Still compiling. Compiled, executed, it thrown exception. Quotation mark is error here. So we're going to update the text. Let's see how it works now. We need to put quotation mark. That's what it says. Two parameter index out of range 29. We have 2 parameters, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. What is the problem? Problem here is no need to put this. Here by mistake I kept one apostrophe. Okay, now we execute it. 28 and 29 record number. See, 28 and 29. We are updating only description. One is a postponed, 29 is cancelled, updated successfully. If you want to see number of records updated successfully, you can put this in actually here. Actually batch update execute batch returns integer array. Okay, just to display these values. I less than red dot length I plus plus system dot println I. And also this gives number of records updated in the database. We will print that also. We are updating 2 records, it should print that value. Updated equal to return value from execute batch. That's it. We'll execute it now. See, return value from execute batch is 1. Return value from execute batch is 1. 1 means success. Okay. So that's it for how to update or how to do batch update.